Hey everyone, this is Roasted Ink from Creative Creation, and today I'm taking you on a tour of our new map, Hungerland, which is based on the book Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. So I guess I'll start this out the way that you would at our spawn point. It's just a typical Minecraft forest, regular trees, and a few ponds and such. We wanted it to be as blah up here as we could get it, so that down in Wonderland or Hungerland, the vibrant contrast would be really, really stark. So Alice starts out by chasing the rabbit down the rabbit hole, so here we go. Um, we made this drop really super long, so that we could fit everyday objects that are floating around just like Alice experiences and sees in the book. We wanted to keep this true to the book because there are so many film adaptations that some of it gets lost. So we just wanted to stay true to part of the original story. You have a bed there, a clock, and then we have this huge area of just like flat wool carpet to signify Alice's descent into madness, as our team member J-Dog so aptly put it. So here we go. We're going to end up in this little tunnel and pop up by all the pods. This is pretty typical of a Hunger Games map. We've got the host pod over somewhere on the other side. It's got the cake on it. It's pretty easy to spot. There's a sign on it as well, so it won't be that difficult to find. Out here is one of the first sections we worked on, and this is a forest of trees of every kind of block we could think of that wouldn't really be on any particular tree in real life. This is one of our statues here, the mock turtle, and this is the only statue in the map that isn't really interactive. It's just kind of there for show. In the book, the mock turtle is kind of like a turtle, but he's got all different animal parts mixed in, so he gave him like a dog face, goat horns, flippers, and duck feet. Just kind of like a silly little chimera, or a version of one anyway. So anyway, through the forest, and you'll be able to explore the trees and such, is the rabbit holding a pocket watch. He does have a house, but that'll be up for you to find. You may even be able to see it in this picture a little bit. It's kind of discreet the way that it's set up. We have a lot of pixel art in this world. The main reason for that is because we wanted the borders to just add something to the map and not just be borders. Like, we didn't want just a plain wall or a plain glass wall. We wanted something to be visually interesting and just add to the atmosphere of the map. This is a chessboard that was made originally by Crypt Keeper, and Arcane Tempest came and put some lighting in to get rid of the mobs and some vines so that it could be interacted with. The players can jump up on some of the pieces and move around. Over here, we have a lot of landscaping, different sorts of things, ponds, fountains, and it was a collaborative effort between Arcane Tempest and Crypt Keeper, who are both excellent at landscaping in this game. Here's some more insane pixel art. That gate actually started out as a pixel art. It had a white background, so all we did was we built that pixel art and knocked out the negative space just to form a gate so you could look through and see what was behind it. We wanted it to have some depth and not just be your run-of-the-mill pixel art. So over here, this is the spawn that we came from. It's a giant mushroom, and the descent down was all through the stalk there. It's pretty big. Probably just caught a glimpse, yep, of the Cheshire Cat, but he looks best at night, so we'll return to him later. We've got the Mad Hatter's hat over here with a teapot pouring into a teacup overflowing. And we did that so that you guys could swim up the stream and explore up there. We've got the Dormouse here. He looks all tired, and, you know, when I was a kid, or I guess late teen, I thought he was drunk in the book. But I think he was just sleepy, but maybe it was just a little bit of both. I don't know. I guess you have to be pretty twisted to write about stuff like this, so it could be either way. Over here we have the Humpty Area and a little tray of goodies with a tag that says "Eat Me," like Alice did in the book, in the hallway, which is why we have these doors here. She would shrink or grow depending on if she drank the potion or ate the little cake. And Humpty is sitting on this cracked wall. He looks terrified. J-Dog built his house and all these fried eggs all over the place, and I'm thinking Humpty's not afraid of falling down. He's afraid that his family's out there baking in the sun. It's a little bit of a morbid thought, but it's pretty funny. Because of the Cheshire Cat, I love this part. The smoke from the chimney has like this ombre effect, so it's got like this light to dark thing. Before we built all this stuff over here, there was this really obvious shadow of the Cheshire Cat on the ground. Like it was very creepy looking, very dark, and you could see every tooth and every little nook and cranny of that little piece of art in the sky. This is one of the Tweedles houses right here, and this is Tweedledum. You can tell because he's like completely derpy. He's got that little helicopter on his head, and it looks like he has a gold tooth. I don't know what's up with that. I made him, but I still don't know what's up with that. The little helicopter was a nice addition after the update dropped, and we were able to use string to make the pieces of wool carpeting float like that. I think it's one of the best things that they added to the game so far in any update, in a creative sense anyway. So here's the mushroom forest. This took a couple of weeks, I guess. There were 20 different mushrooms, handmade. There are mushrooms you can go into, mushrooms you can climb on top of, different pathways leading to different places, and all sorts of little things. There's a secret entrance somewhere to get inside of Tweedledum. Um, and all of the water over here is about 2 blocks deep, so that if you are stuck on top of a mushroom or you want to get somewhere quickly, you could just jump down and you won't get hurt if you land in the water, if your aim is accurate enough. Mine isn't, but some people might have better luck than I do. I'm not the best at parkour. So over here we have Tweedledum's house, which is similar to Tweedledee's. Ash worked on this. It came out amazing. And over here we have the caterpillar sitting on his giant purple mushroom, all chilled out, smoking his hookah and blowing smoke rings. Wanted to do something different for the eyes, so the portals definitely add something to his mellowed out state there. Down here we have the pig baby, which comes into play with the cook and the Duchess's segment of the book. So the baby looks like a pig, and we used a Minecraft pig because I wasn't sure I was able to build a realistic looking one, but I thought this would be a pretty cute addition to it and bring some homage to Minecraft. So he's got a pacifier, he's wearing diapers. You can go inside of him as well. Over here we have the caterpillar's house, and around it, that's the River of Tears. In the book, Alice gets upset when she's grown too big and she starts crying, and it forms a river that freaks out all the animals because they can't swim. Over here we have some just different kinds of trees. The bigger trees usually are trees that you can actually go up into and explore. We have the Duchess's house right here, and this house took forever. We did so many different versions of this house before we finally settled on this one. And it's really cute because the cook is such a big part of the story. Persisting Abyss decided to make a little bakery cafe in there, so that's really fun to walk through. It's adorable. This is the Mock Turtle's house. It looks like a turtle. I think it's the only section of this map where we have realistic looking trees besides the spawn area. Back behind it, we have the Tree of Tears, which J-Dog made, and he put water up in the tree so that it actually leaks water down like it's crying, which was a pretty cool and creative idea. Right here we have the Croquet Field, and you can go inside of the croquet balls. The flamingos look really angry that they're here. Someone told me that they looked like angry pregnant flamingos, which I thought was hilarious, but they really do. They have that little, gut on them, and they just look miserable, like, why am I here? Over here we have another piece of pixel art. It's just a forest of mushrooms. It's kind of hard to tell through the gate, but it's a forest of mushrooms and like a garden in the background with a path. And just something, like I said, visually interesting to look at while going through here. Down here, we have the Executioner's block. We made his like little neck out of an anvil and just, yeah. I know off with their heads is a big part of the story, so we had to incorporate that somehow. Up here, this is the castle, and the castle probably took longer than all of the pixel art combined. We got so burned out on this castle that I think after the secondary rooms were put in, we went on hiatus for about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. We just got completely burned out on building this castle. So it originally started out as a cylinder on stilts, and it was just the four towers, a cylinder in the middle where the white part is around the heart, and stilts basically. So we built down, and inside of that, like grass staircase right there, it's all part of the castle underneath. So it got massive. It turned into something way bigger than we had originally anticipated. This is the Queen's Court, and originally this room was really dismal, and it just had a layer of stone brick slabs covering the ceiling, and that was it. There were no seats in here. There was no flooring. It was probably stone slabs for the floor as well. So we added this to make it more of a grand entrance type of thing. We've got the thrones there, and upstairs leads to the Queen's quarters. I'm not going to go up there because I don't want to give away too many of the chest locations if there's a chest up there. Wink, wink. I don't want to give away too many secrets of the map, and it won't be any fun to explore if you know where everything is. So here's one of the sides of the castle, and this is actually identical to the one across from it on the other side. You can go through that little door there. But these spiral staircases lead to the back towers, which in turn lead to the roof. You get roof access from up there, but each tower has a little challenge you have to overcome. When you overcome those challenges, you'll be able to uh, get out and explore the top of the roof here. I'm not going to go in depth inside the towers, but I can show you outside where you're going to pop out. I'm trying to remember. Right here, there's a broken spot in the window. We made escape routes on each back tower. From the roof, there's another one where you can jump into a pond. But from here, we filled that with water, and if you're skilled enough, which I'm not, I would have gotten hurt there, you would fall in the water, and you could jump right down into the fountain and get away. We wanted to have as many escape routes as possible, and, as interactive as possible, so that, you have alternatives to where you are, and you won't get boxed in anywhere. So back to the spawn, the last thing I wanted to show you guys. Oh, let's take a peek at the Cheshire Cat while it's nighttime, because why not? We're over here anyway, if he's gonna render. There he is. Looks so much better at nighttime. Anyway, back at the spawn, we put something in that's a little bit different, because in about 80 to 90% of Hunger Games that I've seen, the people who lose the game first, or the people that have lost and are waiting for the winner to be declared, they don't leave the game. They usually just sit there and kill themselves or kill each other. So what we did was we made a little area for them. We made a loser's tunnel. Do not enter unless you have lost. Until you have lost. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, you'll find a minecart in here, and if I can, I'll just drop down. Grab a minecart. And I'm playing without my display, so I'll have to, there we go. And this tunnel will take you over to our mini games area, so people will actually have something to do once the game is over. They don't have to just sit there and goof off or just be bored waiting to hear the outcome. So it pops out up here. I just broke someone's sign, I won't save it. And you have this little headquarters, and this is just an area for if it's nighttime, you can go in there and sleep and set a spawn point, and you can grab some weapons and armor and stuff like that that you'll need for the mini games. Built and designed by Arcane Tempest, and he did a wonderful job. So ahead of us right there, that giant blue striped cube, that's a spleef arena that he made. Over there with all the vines hanging off of it, that's a boat race. It's kind of like not really a race though. I mean, it's really fun to go through, but if you go through it too fast, your boat will break. So if you do go over there, just remember to grab more than one boat, probably about 3 or 4 would do the trick. And then over here, you did this adorable little Cheshire Cat version. He kind of looks like a Pokemon. It's so cute. And he made this like really dark maze. It's pitch black in there, and mobs spawn like crazy in there, so it's a lot of fun to go through that. And that green tower there is this big leap of faith, which I can't do. I'll try it once, but I am not going to make it. I guarantee it. I haven't done it one time. It kind of reminds me of those old cartoons where like the cartoon characters would jump off of a diving board into a little glass of water at the bottom. It feels so impossible. I don't think I have ever made the jump. So I'm gonna give it a try, and I'm probably gonna fail. Let's see how I do. At least I won't die. I'm in creative. I missed again. Good luck to anybody who tries that. And that's about a wrap. Thank you for watching. Please check out NF Family Foundation's page. We'll provide a link at the bottom. It's an organization that is fighting against neurofibromatosis, so you may want to read up on that and check it out. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed us, and don't forget to think outside the blocks.